Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with what's new TCG for February of 2024. This is a little bit later than we usually post these, but as you can see, this month kind of sucks, and we were just kind of busy in general. So we're still putting it out, but my goodness, as you can see, it's whoo. Brody, what do you think
Yeah.
about this month?
I mean, there's like two things here that maybe people are excited about. This kind of reminds me of like maybe like September back in that little stretch where it felt like we weren't getting good months. It kind of reminds me of that. Just like it's rough when like we got to talk about two Shadowverse Evolve sets.
We just threw those in there for filler.
Yeah, we haven't been talking about those as much because we haven't been opening them at all. So yeah, we'll I mean, there's a couple things here that's interesting, but this is a bad month. Let's just say it. It's a bad month.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Let's just knock the Shadowverse out. Alright, on the second, which is already past at this point, but we've got, I guess, the third booster set in English for Shadowverse. We've got Flame of. Alright, let's take a crack at this. Live Attain. Um, yeah, I don't know much about this at all. I don't know how many people are interested in the English release of Shadowverse Evolved, but if you are, this has come out, and yeah, that's about all I got for you on that one.
Yeah, that if you guys want to see the card list for that, also just go to TCG Republic. The Japanese set's been out a while, so if you're big into that, go look at it. So that's the only thing. The second. So the next week we have quite a few things coming out, mostly Yu-Gi-Oh, but we have Weiss Schwarz Blue Archive. Now I know what this is. That's about as much as I can say. It's a mobile game. It is super, super fan servicey. It kind of reminds me. What's the other thing that's fan servicey mobile game?
Genshin?
No, the one we were gonna open
Oh,
recently.
Zero Lane.
Yeah, think of like Azure Lane, like fan servicey. So the cards are gonna be really expensive. The boxes are gonna be very expensive. Could be a thing we open just for value, but there will be 100 signatures in this thing. Like, it will be a lot. So if you're into this mobile game or into cards just being expensive, and let's just be honest, you're into scantily clad anime girls, this would be the set for you.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I don't think we probably get to this unless we are just desperate to open Weiss Schwarz. But I don't think we get to it. The same day, we have something we will be getting to, something we've been excited about. Phantom Nightmare for Yu-Gi-Oh! This set came out in Japanese, and it was one of the sets we didn't get to, which is pretty rare lately for us. But the set is not amazing in Japanese, like the prices aren't crazy. But there is like a Yubao and a Promethean Princess Bestower of Flames. They're both quite expensive cards. The only annoying part about these sets that came out last year in Japanese is the Magicians of Bonds cards are not in English. So, and they're always the most expensive ones. Golly, that's a tongue twister. But yeah, we'll be getting to this set. It's coming out in English. We said we'd be getting to it when it came to English, just a little later than we thought it would be. Also, is it same day or midweek?
Next day. Saturday.
Next day. Oh, yeah. Next day, we have Rush Duel Transamu of Transcendence.
That's what it says.
That sounds like a typo. We don't really like Rush Duel, to be honest. So if you're into Rush Duel, and I don't seem like a ton of people are, from like looking at Yu-Gi-Oh news, then this is for you. But yeah, it's just another Rush Duel set. Be one expensive card most likely, and that's probably about it on that. And then I don't have any information on the card list on this one like I do the other one either. So OTS Pack 24 is coming out midweek, the 14th in US. I didn't see any information on this. Somebody could leave a comment on what's been announced on OTS Pack. You get these from joining an official tournament. You can buy them on eBay for like $10 usually. They're really hard pull rates, but it's the only thing to get the English Ultimate Rares in these days. So if you're into the Ultimate Rares, I am, then buy this pack or just wait for the prices to drop, which they usually do. But yeah, it's kind of a whole week of Yu-Gi-Oh! We will not be opening OTS packs unless we do another mixer. They're too expensive to buy enough packs for a video. So maybe in a mixer you'll see this later. We've done it before with OTS packs, but not currently. We won't be. So Ethan, you want to come in on the next week?
Yeah, so we got the English release on February 16th of Weiss Schwarz Chainsaw Man. Now this is actually a solid set and a solid anime. Of course, me and Brody have both seen it. I've read a little bit of the manga. We might open a box of this. I don't know. We hit it on Japanese a little bit, and I don't know. Overall, I would just prefer if I wanted to open more Chainsaw Man, I'd probably just do Japanese because you can get it cheaper. But just to open something, we may hit this up. There's a lot of sick cards like the MAKIMA, Dingy. There's a few good Dingies.
How high do you
And
think the
OFRs.
Makima's gonna be on this set? Like in
Honestly,
English?
I don't know how the English signed card waifus usually compare to Japanese.
I was thinking about that because the Japanese, that Makima card is like, you can't get it unless you pull it, unless you're just willing to drop 2K on it. So
We probably should have opened a case of Chainsaw Man, but I don't know. I didn't like it quite enough to want to do it. But yeah, so if you're a fan of Chainsaw Man, it is a good set to open, so I recommend it. But then the next week in Japan, we've got Weiss Schwarz Card Captor Sakura. Now, this is not an anime I've seen, but I have heard of it. I believe it is an old school like shoujo manga, like a very beloved one. Obviously, I haven't seen it, even though I've seen a couple shoujo. I think I don't know, but I probably won't watch the anime. But yeah, if you're a fan of that anime, you're gonna like the set. Got I believe 3 SSPs if I'm not mistaken, and then a bunch of other just signed cards. So. In the same day, we've got an Osaka set, and we haven't really mentioned one of these in a while. But we've got an anime called The Dangers in My Heart. We've not heard of, or Brody's heard of it. I haven't heard of it. Neither of us have seen it. But it does look kind of interesting based on the picture. Like that art style looks intriguing to me, and it is slice of life, so I might have to actually give this anime a watch.
yeah, you guys will know if we open this. If Ethan watches the show before the 23rd, then we might actually get to this. Osaka's a little harder to get as far on eBay, but I haven't looked at Amazon Japan on this stuff, so this could be something we actually get here.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
He may be from Japan, and his name is Amazon. Alright, and then Shadowverse Evolve. I don't know why I'm just throwing mud at Shadowverse Evolve today. It's fine. It's just we don't know anything about it much. We've got in Japan on the 23rd, Shadowverse Evolve, Duet of Light and Shadow. Now I'm not gonna lie, that name does sound pretty freaking raw, and that artwork does look pretty sick. But so yeah, if you're interested in this set, go pick it up. If you're a Shadowverse fan, if you're a fan of Shadowverse, you already know probably about this anyways. But we're just letting those who might be interested know.
Yeah, and not to we're not dogging Shadowverse. We actually both agree. Shadowverse cards, like the artwork is so good. Like they're really cool cards. But when they're non-anime crossover sets, we don't really have a whole lot of interest in them ourselves because we don't play the game. So it'd just be like getting another Yu-Gi-Oh, and trust me, we got enough Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon to get our fix.
Yeah, same with Build Divide. Like they're non-anime sets. I just don't even mess with, even though the cards do look pretty cool.
So the same day, is it same day? Yeah. In the U.S., probably the most excited thing in this whole list because it's new. But Lorcana, new Disney Lorcana set, Into the Inklings. Now, I do not know much about the card list on this one. It's going to be expensive. Booster boxes are going to be pretty expensive. It looks like it's going to be a little Aladdin themed, maybe some Piglet and Stitch from the box. But we will be trying to get this on release day, depending on shipping. So if we get it release day, we will record it, upload it probably next day, if all things is possible. But yeah, pretty excited about Lorcana. The last video did pretty well. You guys seem to enjoy it too. I promise I know more about it now to the people that commented on the last one. So I will know when I hit something decent. But yeah, pretty excited about that. Ends the month off with a banger. So yeah. Ethan, do you wanna give your top 1 or 2 you like out of this month? Maybe something.
Top 2.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm struggling to find one.
Is there something you're like really maybe get to or kind of excited about?
I mean, Chainsaw Man is cool, but I like Chainsaw Man like just okay, like it's pretty good. So I don't know if I'd get a box of it. Honestly, I think for this month I might pick the Osaka set. I might check that anime out before the set comes out. Now, you guys know I'm a fiend for the slice of life, so I might check that out.
Yeah, Inosuka cards are really cool. We would like to open more, but they don't have a whole lot out yet still. Not stuff we're interested in. Also, with like Weiss Schwarz English, we kind of don't ever open Weiss Schwarz English because we both watch, sub. So we just rather get the sub most of the time. Well, mine is going to be Lorcana and Phantom Nightmare. Probably get to both those. Would actually like to get to both of them this month too. We just got to see what our schedule is as far as what we got coming out. But you guys will see Lorcana this month if nothing happens. But we will also try to get Phantom Nightmare this month because getting English is pretty easy for us. Well, semi. We don't live too far away from a card shop, so we can get it. Okay, well, pretty mid-February. Hopefully next month. We get in the springtime, it'll get better like it did last year. Better sets started coming out. But yeah, that'll do it for this video, and I guess we'll see you guys in March on this. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.
See you guys.